can you be so calm? It's our 2-year Channelversary. Stick around, guys, because we've got so much to share with you. Hey there, everyone. My name's Perry.
And my name's Ceircin.
And welcome to
the Potter Addict.
Well, guys, it has officially been 2 years since we started this channel, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love, support, comments, views, likes, everything that you guys have done. Comments. Comments. It has been absolutely fantastic, and I will tell you that, so this is our 2-year Channelversary, but on top of that, we also just broke 2,000 subscribers. I think we're up to 2,030 today. And then we just broke 2,000 followers on Instagram. Don't get me started on TikTok. Everybody there is very stingy with love. I think we're only at like 154 or something like that. But it's coming. So today, we're here with what you guys have been asking for quite some time, and that is the complete collection tour. We're going to do a walk around the room, look at everything, talk about everything, so bear with me because this is not going to be a short video because we have got a lot of stuff to go over. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So first things first, I thought it would be good to show you guys our setup, and this is basically our filming setup. I mean, we've got our little area here with our lights. We've got our stools and our midget setup here because, I mean, Lord knows he needs to be brought up a little bit higher so that he can see everything and be seen. But so let's dive into the collection and let's take a look at everything that we've got. Bud, where do you want to start?
Over there.
Over there, okay. So we'll move over here, and you want to start right here on this wall?
Let's talk about the Death Eater mask.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go through, and we're going to review everything that we've got here. So let me lock this in. So, all right, so first things first, we've got our Death Eater masks. And these have all come from the Noble Collection. This one, obviously, was very easy to track down, and so was Bellatrix, which I just added. But the mask collection was a tough one, and that one was been out of stock for quite some time. And I think that I ended up getting that off of the Noble Collection France. So, fantastic collection. Love the detail that is in all of these little masks. Such a fantastic piece to kind of finish this off. Yeah, bud.
What do they use to do the little lines in there?
I don't know. I don't know the process. I mean, but I'm sure that it's probably some kind of a 3D printer or plastic molding. So then we have got something that I've never done a video of, and that is the 3D Durmstrang ship. And I will tell you that it's the only Durmstrang ship that I have in my collection, but it is about to be replaced by, well, not replaced, but be joined by the Lego Durmstrang ship that's coming out June 1st.
You have two of those.
Where's the other one?
The Lego one. Mini Lego.
Oh, the little mini one. Yeah, you're right. We'll get to that one. So then we've got the book from the Hogwarts Legacy video game. I don't have that one plugged in, so the wand's not currently floating.
It's supposed to look like it's floating above it.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure it is. And then we have got the Iron Studios, the Voldemort and Nagini. And we've got a 3D puzzle here of Harry Potter. We have got the Gentle Giant Hungarian Horntail. And then we have got the complete modular Lego Hogwarts Castle all put together. This is kind of my custom assembly that got everything in here to fit and work together nicely. And then back in there, I've got a 3D, which I actually think is plugged in. I just don't think, yeah, there it is. The LED lit Phoenix, yeah, that my wife gave me as a gift. Absolutely love it.
Father's Day? No.
I don't remember what. I think it was
Valentine's Day.
I think it was actually for Christmas. I think it was Christmas this year. She went hog wild at Christmas time and gave me so many great things. Yeah.
golden egg. You forgot the golden egg.
Oh, yeah, the golden egg back there in the back. So then we come down here to the cabinet, and I absolutely love this cabinet because this was kind of something that I threw together. I just had an idea, and it turned out to work exactly the way I wanted it to, because we've got all of the LitJoy keys that are behind it with each building. So you've got the Ollivander's building there with the key in the back. You've got the the Leaky Cauldron with the key in the back. You've got the Owlry key in the back. You've got Gringotts with the key, and then you've got the Wizard Wheezes right there with the key. Then you slide down here, and these are all ones that the buildings are coming for, but I don't have them yet. So you've got, Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor. You've got the Robes key. You've got the Borgin and Burke's. You've got the 3 broomsticks, and then over there, kind of hidden by the Christmas tree, is the Honeyduke's key.
Yeah. I know which one's my favorite, but I'm not going to tell because we're saving it to the end of the video.
Okay. So then we've got the Christmas tree, which is by Bradford Exchange. I absolutely love that piece. The Chocolate Frog plush on the Chocolate Frog box, which I fell in love with when I was in the Barnes & Nobles. And then another piece, that Snow Globe there by the Bradford Exchange, which is absolutely phenomenal and has a little sleigh that kind of goes around the bottom when you activate it. So, yeah.
We're going to talk about these now?
Yeah, because, here's more of our Department 56 line. We've got the Hogwarts Castle with the Owlry, the Whomping Willow, and the gates right there, which completes that particular set, and especially when you accompany the boathouse. Yeah, the boathouse that's down there. Then you've got Hagrid's hut with his keys, the groundskeeper's key, LitJoy.
Did we talk about these up
there?
Nope,
we're moving over there next. And then we've got the burrow with the key from LitJoy again. So, which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite out of this set? Out of this entire section that we just went through, what is your favorite piece? Because I know there's a lot of good stuff over here, but what's your favorite?
Because there's many details and stuff.
You like the Lego castle? Of course you do. Legos are amazing anyways. So then we're gonna slide over here, guys, and we'll talk about basically this is where it all began.
Yeah.
This is where it all began. This is what started the addiction and what gave me the catalyst to start collecting and starting this channel. That is this custom box that I did for my wife for her birthday. This is the complete Funko mystery line for, I think they're called the Mystery Minis. And that is every single one of them, and some of those are definitely hard to find. And then I made that box, the enclosure, the lights, the shelves, the framed picture, and everything else. I didn't make the picture. The picture is something I found online, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. But that box is one of my favorite pieces. Then you move up top, and we've got...
Here comes Funko Pop mascots.
Yeah, the mascots. That's exactly right. So you've got each house mascot up here, and then up there is the first of the Woobles line that my daughter has finished. It has been extremely difficult to get her to do the other ones. She's working on Slytherin, but it's only about halfway done.
Yeah.
Down here, I've got a poster. This was actually in my wife's office before she redecorated, and I've moved it down here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that eventually, but for now it sits there. I've got the amazing the Firebolt broom.
Yeah, Firebolt.
Yeah, which is phenomenal. One of my favorite Noble Collection pieces for sure. And then the boxes down here for these wands. The reason I've got those down there is because I want to do videos showcasing those wands, and I leave those out as a reminder of what I need to do.
Oh, are we going to show them the wand case?
Oh, for sure. For sure. So then we've got my custom wand case. So this was something that I did that was long overdue because there are so many beautiful wands, and I know that you guys have seen these recently because we did videos for the design collection and for the... actually, I think we only did the design collection, so we still need to do the park exclusive wands, the collector's edition wands, and then some of the other miscellaneous character wands that are in here. So those are coming, guys. I know you guys love wands, and I do too, but those will definitely be coming. Go ahead, Bum.
I know which one's my favorite.
Which one?
This whole one.
Out of the whole wand case, which one?
Next to Hedwig.
Next to Hedwig. Oh, okay, the bow truckle wand.
Yeah,
and you could see this case got shaken around earlier when I bumped into it, so my favorite wand is hiding behind the Gryffindor stairwell wand. So, but love this case. I love how you can see all the details of the wands. Then up top, we've got the Sirius Black
Sirius,
wanted poster. Yep, sitting up there. I couldn't find any better place for that one to go.
And then on this wall is what you took 6 months to make.
That is correct. That is correct. I have such a great assistant narrator because he's right. 6 months, guys. I mean, you guys have seen it. It turned out exactly like the way I wanted it to. I'm very, very happy with the way this is. Go stand next to that, just so everybody can get a kind of an idea of scale. I mean, it is a very large piece. It is heavy piece, but turned out amazing. And then all these guys that you see here, all of these Funko Pops that are there, those are going to all be out of the box before this year. That is what we would like to call Project 1. Project 1 is getting those out of the box and getting my floating shelves up on the wall over there so that they're all lit up and you can truly appreciate all the detail that Funko pours into them. Down here, I've got my absolute favorite Mina Lima print that I can't find as a print anywhere online for purchase, but it makes one heck of an amazing rug. And that is Theo, my my constant obnoxious companion that sits down here, and most of the time this is what he does.
I don't think they can see
until he wants to ring the bell and go outside.
I don't think you can see it that well, but the Gryffindor.
The Sword of Gryffindor is right underneath Theo. Yep, oh, you can just catch a little bit more of it now that he's rolled out of the way. Yeah, there is this print has so many amazing details from both Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts. I absolutely love that. Such a great find. And now let's move on over to the cabinets.
Yeah. One more thing. There's some things that don't make sense, like the hot dog.
Everything makes sense over there. The hot dog I don't quite understand, but I think that somebody who maybe is more into the Fantastic Beasts would be able to tell us more about why the hot dog.
Right? The origami just meant.
Origami. Yeah. Let's move over here. Yeah. So over here in the corner, I've got more Funkos that need to get unboxed. I've got the giant Hogwarts castle that I've never built.
They have one that is...
Yeah, that's one of your favorites, isn't it?
Cornish, Pixie, and...
Cornish Pixie, the Mandrake, and the Grindylow are in that little box there.
And it's 3-pack. Yep.
And then I've got a couple extra Lego sets down there that I got as free gifts, when you purchase an insanely large amount of Legos. Then I've got the movie poster, which is right here. Yeah. I originally had planned to do the movie posters down the side of the cabinet, right in between that cabinet and there. So I put 4 over here and 4 right here. But they're going to take so long to come out with those that I've changed my mind, and I'm going to try and figure out something else better for those. Yeah, bud.
But that one right here, it took a while to put the keys in because they have to go in separate,
and be glued too because they don't want to stick. So
and we can tell which one is the big one because it only has one wing.
Yep, that is correct.
There's the hat that sorts you into.
Yep,
houses.
So the Lego sorting hat up there.
The Lego boathouse.
Lego boathouse. We've got a this particular item came from the Wizarding Trunk, one of the proclamations.
And the backpack that glows in the dark.
Yeah, the only Loungefly backpack I have in my collection, and honestly probably the only one I'll ever have unless they do another one of those sneaky things where they give you a pop that's exclusive with a backpack. So
Oh, and now to the castle.
Yep, to the castle. This is the OG Lego castle. This is kind of what started our Lego addiction. When COVID hit, we were looking for things to do, and my wife and I started with one and then ended up getting the whole set. Back there in the corner, you'll see that came with a Litjoy crate. That's like a bookmark, metal bookmark of Hogwarts Castle with Hedwig. And then you've got the Marauders map back there, along with the crest for Hogwarts from the Noble Collection. And then we've got the Lego. So there's the new Lego Owlry that is part of the new castle, which I am super excited for. I cannot wait for that to come out.
And we made that together.
Yes, we did. We absolutely did. Then you've got a hat for the conductor hat that came out of a Wizarding trunk box. Back there, kind of hidden, is the Bradford Exchange Whomping Willow. I got that piece. I'm not a huge fan of their Hogwarts, what do they call it, Magical Village or something like that. But I loved that piece when I saw it, when Carla Gio Jammy shared it, so I had to pick that one up. Then we've got the massive collector's edition Hogwarts Express, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Did you talk about the map?
Yeah, the Marauders map, absolutely. I've already talked about that one. And then you've got my the Hog's Head cup there that came from Universal, filled to the brim with Lego minifigures. You've got Hagrid's wand umbrella there. And then you've got a butterbeer mug that also came from Universal.
And it has Lego figures in it.
Yep, filled with Lego minifigures. And you've got the Slughorn's Hourglass, which is a fantastic piece by the Noble Collection. And then you've got the Magical Creatures Hedwig. And that is a collection I have not yet completed, which I definitely want to get the rest of those. You've got the Icon series Hedwig books, and I love this piece. I think this is the one that I'm going to add lights to next. The lights on this one are absolutely insane. Wait till you get to see that one when it's finished, guys. And last but not least,
I know who that came from.
Who did that come from?
McDorks.
That's right. That's a gift from McDorks right there. One of those items that is so simple, yet put the biggest smile on my face when I opened this. I absolutely love this because you cannot beat the fact that you get this little...
Just press a button and it pops up and says, "You're magical."
Yep, I absolutely love that.
And then you missed one thing.
What did I miss?
Chocolate Frog.
Chocolate Frog. Oh yeah, well that's part of the Icon series there. So absolutely. So let's move
all the way over here.
back over here and we'll start going down the shelves.
Okay. I know which one's my favorite. My favorite is this one.
Which the
Lego chess game.
Oh, you like the Lego chess set the best, huh? That's your favorite?
Like in that, but I like how Ron's on the horse, and he actually gets to move and play chess. But he's not playing chess with his fingers. He's right. It's magic. It's magical chess. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got Lego chessboard right there. You've got the You've got Ron on the chess piece by Funko. You've got Harry with his acceptance letters there by Funko. That particular letter, the Mr. H. Potter letter back there on the thing, came in a set that you can get. I want to say it's called an artifact box by the Noble Collection, which is a fantastic ad. There's a lot of great little paper products and pieces in that one. I've got the first book. This is going to be what we're going to call project number 2. This shelf right here is about the only one I like right now that is done for books. I want to do a shelf that's specifically tailored for each book. And this one is my Sorcerer's Stone shelf. And so you've got, all kinds of things that kind of remind you of the Sorcerer's Stone. So you've got
Harry here holding his broom. That is by the Eagle Moss Mega Collection. In the back there, you've got a couple different Sorcerer's Stones, one of which came from Litjoy, and I think one of which came from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the Mirror of Erised, which I'm fairly certain came from the Wizarding Trunk. And then you've got the actual Noble Collection replica of the Sorcerer's Stone. This piece right here is absolutely spectacular. I've done a video on this one before, but this came from an artist, the Wizard Alley. Absolutely fantastic piece. They call it the Key Door, and I absolutely love this. I don't believe it's available anymore, but it is a phenomenal piece, and that gentleman puts out a ton of fantastic stuff for Harry Potter. Moving on down, we've got multiple Lego sets for the Hogwarts Express here that I kind of...
You got a ticket.
Absolutely. So so we'll talk about that one first then. So you've got the metal ticket there, which London to Hogwarts. I can't remember. I think it's Insight Editions. I don't remember if that's correct, but that's one that I found online through Amazon. You've got the not the Wizarding Trunk, Litjoy key back there for Hogwarts Express.
And then you have your first ever Hogwarts Express train.
That's correct. The platform 9 3/4 one was the first one I got, and then the Hogsmeade station with the other one is the other Hogwarts Express is up top. And then down here, I've got a few little odds and ends that have come with things, like a bag tag, a paper ticket for Hogwarts Express, and then you've got Harry. I think this is the second. Yeah, this is the second one. I don't know why they reproduced this one, but you've got Harry pushing the cart with Hedwig sitting on top by Funko.
Can you remember the number on the train? I think I remember.
I don't remember the number on the train.
Look at it.
What is it?
You have to guess.
I don't. 556.
I'm gonna say 5972.
Oh, you cheater! I see it right there.
What?
5972. It's right up there. You didn't look at that? Okay. Oh, all right. But it is on the front.
I was doing this right side.
All right, but it is on the front of there too. Whether he cheated or not, we will never know. All right, then moving on down.
Okay, well,
we've got.
Can I talk about it first?
1 second. Yeah, we've got the Chamber of Secrets shelf. Now you go.
Okay. We have the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets book.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have the cake. That is like when it first began, when Harry Potter was in his old in his house.
Privet Drive. Yeah.
Privet Drive.
Which is here's a weird little detail. They call this in the books pudding.
Pudding?
Yeah, I know, right? We call it cake, they call it pudding, but that's what it is. It's Aunt Petunia's pudding.
Hey, Dad. That came from Brazil.
This piece, so let's do a little bit more detail on this because this is important. So
this piece is my favorite on the shelf.
This piece came from an artist that his name is Arthur Bandiera, and his work is absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite custom pieces. And I hopefully will be adding 2 more of his pieces to my collection this year. He and I have talked about that, and I am super excited. It's going to be the Boggart cabinet with the clown peering through, and then the night bus, which fantastic pieces. If you have not checked him out or checked out his work, I don't know if he's still posting. He did sporadic posts on YouTube, but he posts on Instagram all the time, and it is worth going to Instagram and checking him out because his work is spectacular.
You know what's detail?
What's that? Nope. Okay.
You see the tooth is gone?
Oh yeah.
Because it's in the book.
Yeah, it's in the book. I know. It's so much detail, so spectacular. Here's the tooth he's talking about right over there in the book.
And then we have the sword of Gryffindor.
Yep.
And then he's in the water.
Yep.
And then what is that?
Laying on the platform or on the actual ground, the stone. So then in the back there we have got a piece that is very, very rare, really, really hard to track down, and I had a lot of help from a woman that I met on Instagram named Mamta. She is fantastic. This is a piece that was released by a bank in Japan called ICBC. And they did a precious metals line, and that particular piece, I've done a review on this, but is really hard to track down because it was not available here. You couldn't even find it online. She helped track it down and send it to me, so thank you again, Mamta, for that.
And then it says, remember, speak clearly.
That is correct, yeah.
And then wait.
That came from I believe that came from the Wizarding Trunk, so it's a great little piece there.
And then we have
Gilderoy Lockhart.
It's one of
little
those
lenticular,
things.
yep.
It's like 3D.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've got Dobby in the back there by Lego with his book and his sock. Yep.
That's his bookmark, right?
Yeah, right. And then you've got this Harry Potter statue, which honestly, these are my least favorite of the Anesco line.
I don't like it.
I feel like they are just, I don't know, not as good a quality as the other ones for like the Dumbledore, the McGonagall, the Sirius, and Remus. But the Golden Trio are my least favorite from this line. But I do have them because I feel like, again, it's important to complete the collection.
We got this. It even it's like these move.
You can see.
It stores stuff that are oddly so small.
Yeah, right. So that piece was by Nemesis Now, and it's absolutely fantastic because not only do you have the front, but you also have the back, which is.
And I know where that
slide
is.
this guy out of
That's
the way.
where the basilisk lives. It's right there.
Yep.
We can talk about that when we get to that shelf right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Because there's the back of it has something you could like. I can explain it.
All right, so there's that there, this is a phenomenal piece. I absolutely love it. The quality is top notch. It's fantastic. And then you've got the basilisk from Funko. Yep.
And these golden eyes.
Yep. Then moving on down here to the next shelf.
Harry Potter and the prisoner of Azkaban.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. Yeah. And we've got the book in the back, and again, these shelves are a work in progress. In fact, there's a lot of shelves that are a work in progress. That's another project of mine. We'll call that Project 3. And that is getting some of these shelves a little bit more organized so that they look and present better. Because, there's great items, but I just don't like the layout.
We have the Whomping Willow.
Whomping Willow with the Shrieking Shack.
And it actually can move.
Yeah, it actually turns. And then you've got this cup here, which is by Litjoy, and that is basically of the same thing. The scene of the Whomping Willow, the friends, the Marauders, walking down from Hogwarts.
Right here, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's cold over here, but on the other side of the tree, it's summer.
Yeah, it's showing you the changing of the seasons. And then inside, like always, I've got more minifigures in my cups because I just don't know what else to do with them. And then you've got Harry with Dumbledore standing in front of the Mirror of Erised by Funko.
And then he sees his parents, but
that's
it's
correct.
Just Dumbledore.
That's correct. And then in the back, you've got another one of the Magical Creatures collection by the Noble Collection, and that is the Dementor.
The only thing we have to talk about is that but I wish you guys could see it, but that behind that rock can move, and it's a wolf.
Yeah, right. You've got the wolf, so they do the transition. So it's Remus, and then the moon pops out from behind the clouds, and then it turns into the wolf. So it's a really neat little feature.
We have a gate, and then we have the house.
The Shrieking Shack, yeah.
Okay.
Then we move down to my favorite cute parts of my collection, and that are the two cutest mashups from Popmart.
Harry Potter in Hedwig suit.
That's correct.
And then
Luna
in the
she's basically got like her
Gryffindor mascot.
Right, even though she's not a Gryffindor, right? But that was her showing her support, remember, for Harry when Harry was playing. Yes, she is a Ravenclaw. That is correct. Good job.
And then
And then the Squishmallow
Yeah, Squishmallow.
of the Gryffindor, which I don't know if you guys have seen the new ones that are getting ready to come out, but they are super cute.
They're huge, too.
Yeah, well,
They're so
they've got them in different sizes, but you haven't seen the new ones, and I'll have to show those to you after we're done because you will love them. Because I want to say there's a mandrake in there for sure.
Before you go up, can we just move here and then go back up?
Sure, absolutely. We can start at the bottom on this one and then work our way up.
So can I hold it and like do the light? And then a cool part of this shelf is you can do this, and this is the thing that turns off.
Do you know the name of it? That
should-
is the Deluminator.
Yeah, but this can turn on all the lights
Uh-huh.
and turn off all the lights.
That is correct.
And
Yep.
when they do this, it turns on the lights.
Yep.
when
And
they
who
do
did
that,
Dumbledore give that to? What?
Harry Potter.
Nope, he
No,
gave it to Ron.
yeah,
That's why it's on Ron's shelf. This is my Ron shelf, right? Essentially. So you've got the Lego Burrow over here, which I added the light kit to, which looks fantastic.
We have a thing that you connect to backpack.
Well, it's a little keychain. It's Ron. It's the Ron sweater keychain.
And then we have scabbers.
Scabbers, another magical creature back
And then
there.
He has like a blanket kind of thing on.
Yep. Well, so this is a Gryffindor scarf that's wrapped around him.
But,
That's what.
but here is another one. Like same thing, just not Lego.
You got the Funko Burrow with Molly Weasley. You've got the Ford Anglia there that came from the Wizarding Trunk. That Deluminator comes from the Noble Collection, and then back there in the back, you've got the another Burrow,
It's an
which
ornament.
Yep, that's an ornament by Hallmark
You know why? I don't think you can see it, but there's like a little thing in there.
that
Like,
you can hook up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you missed one thing. The car.
No, I talked about the Ford Anglia, absolutely. So then this shelf is my Quidditch shelf, and I've got a lot of different things on here that are Quidditch related,
Is that a game?
which
This one?
no, that's not a game. That is basically a Quidditch trunk.
We do have a game.
We do have a game. You're absolutely right.
But it's kind of hard. Oh, that we got that from the Wizarding Trunk.
That is correct.
When I put
the,
on-
the gloves, yeah, you remember that one. So let's start over here. So we've got the Lego Quidditch set there. And then in front, you've got the ticket to the Quidditch World Cup.
And then the mini one. The
Yeah.
people are bigger than the stands.
Yeah, the mini one there with Cho Chang chasing the snitch.
And then see Harry holding the snitch.
Yep, he caught it there. And then in the back, you've got the Ginny, Fred, and George Weasley, one of my favorite sets by Funko that give you their faces and their outfits when they went to the World Cup. And then you've got Harry's goggles back there for when he plays Quidditch.
Okay, and wait, there's a scene from the movie. I know how he caught it. So he was riding a broom. He was trying to catch the snitch, and then he was so close, he fell, and the snitch went in his mouth, and then he threw up and.
Well, he
got
just
it.
spit it out into his hand. He didn't throw up. That would have been a little gross. But so then we've got another Quidditch World Cup back there ticket.
The ball's almost hitting him.
Yeah. And then that Quidditch trunk that's hiding back there that's got all the quaffles and the bludger, and then behind there the snitch is behind there actually on there.
Yeah,
and then
the key is.
Yep, by Litjoy Key back there for the Quidditch, and then this little ornament here of the Quidditch trunk, which this is an ornament, and if you press the button on the side, there's a battery. A battery must have ran out. Because it does shake. Those two balls shake, and it like they're trying to get out of the case. So battery must have gone dead.
You know what I like about this?
And then the last thing, real quick, is you've got this piece, and this is honestly one of my favorite ones of Harry for sure, by Anesco, and that is him getting chased, on his broom. So I absolutely love this piece. How they've got the broken pieces of the actual stands as the ball's coming through. Fantastic piece. Now go ahead. What's your favorite?
Okay, my favorite in this whole thing. There's actually two.
Okay, go for it.
The gloves
Okay.
and that.
What's that? The Quidditch trunk.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quidditch trunk.
Then we move on up to the dark
Death
shelf.
Eater, the Death Eater
Yeah,
shelf.
the dark art shelf is what this is. And we've got all kinds of dark stuff in this one, and I absolutely love this shelf.
There's a mini mask.
Yeah, mini mask for sure. So
that's like one of those, right?
yep, it's a Death Eater mask. That is Bellatrix Lestrange's mask, and this came from the LitJoy Dark Arts case or subscription box, which is no longer something they do, but they gave some great pieces because they also gave the cursed necklace here. And then they gave the Bellatrix Lestrange's dagger back there, which is fantastic.
And you have that's a Death Eater knife, right?
No, this is Bellatrix Lestrange's knife. That's by the Noble Collection.
Is there two?
This is a mask that there's a mask that we found at the Wizarding World and Universal. Yeah. Then there is the Dark Arts newspaper back there. That was part of the LitJoy crate as well.
You see it switches, and then around the moon is a whole skull with a snake coming out of it.
It's lenticular, which is absolutely fantastic. I love that. You've got a cup by Nemesis Now with the Death Eaters. Behind there is a little journal with some snakes that came from LitJoy as well. I think so. And I apologize to both LitJoy and Wizarding Trunk if I get some of these things mixed up. I've gotten so much from both of you guys that sometimes I get a little confused. I know that is from the LitJoy crate for sure, the Dark Arts. Then you've got this little mask that comes in this kit, and there's some other great little items that come in there as well. I found that at Barnes & Noble's. And then you've got another mug that's like a Stein mug from Nemesis Now.
Can we? This one is like
from like the Ouija board. That's the planchette from like the Ouija board. That is a great piece.
Well, this one's gonna give you bad luck. You know why?
Why?
Because the skulls.
Yeah, and that one definitely came from the Wizarding Trunk. Yeah. And then I've got I got a little minifigure of a Death Eater. I've got a little mystery guy here that's a Death Eater. I've got the ornament that came from Hallmark of Borgin and Burke's, and then back there in the back is the cutest Death Eater you've ever seen, and that came from the Universal, the Wizarding World. So
is that in Diagon Alley? That
Borgin and Burke's is in Diagon. Well, it's in the Nocturne Alley. Yeah, remember the darker part. So then we move on up here, and we have got the Horcrux shelf. And there are some fantastic pieces on here.
Is that when Harry went he got spelled, but and then he knocked into that, and then that choked him?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah. So remember during the Goblet of Fire when he touched the cup and they got zapped to the cemetery and they killed Cedric, and then he had his first standoff with Voldemort. So yeah, that is that scene right there.
This was an amazing video. The book, the tooth in stabbing into the book.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another.
So we've got the Ravenclaw diadem by the Noble Collection, which is my favorite of all of the Horcruxes. You've got the Ravenclaw diadem comb, which came from and I'm apologizing. I'm gonna say it's the Wizarding Trunk. Absolutely fantastic piece. I love that. We've got the Hufflepuff cup, which came from the Noble Collection. And then we've got Nagini back there, part of the magical creatures from the Noble Collection. And this Voldemort and that Harry are from Iron Studios. Those are fantastic pieces that are no longer available from them. I think they're still out there in short supply, but they are available. And then you've got the Funko version of their first duel between Voldemort and Harry. This is the Riddle Grave that came from... I draw a complete blank on this one. I apologize. I found it on Amazon. I don't think it's available anymore, but it is a fantastic piece, one of my favorites. And then back here you've got the Horcrux ring. You've got the Riddle Journal with the fang poking out of it. Those both are from the Noble Collection, and then the Slytherin locket, which is also from the Noble Collection.
Hey, Dad, you see so it's like Voldemort's child, and then Harry's child.
You're hilarious because they're the little
fighting,
versions.
And they're fighting.
That's funny. All right, moving on up, we have got the Lego
Patronus
shelf.
And
Yeah,
Patronus.
and if you look back in here, and I apologize, I think this one might actually be a good one to do the lights for, because you'll be able to see it and appreciate it a little bit better. I didn't use the lights because on some of them it's going to really blare out the video and make it really unattractive to see, but this is a good one because it hides the light. If you look, this is kind of what I'm talking about. So when we do this and you go down here, you see how it kind of gets in there and blinds you for a second, but maybe we'll click them on for the other ones so that you can see, just because, again, I want you guys to be able to see and appreciate these pieces.
Have you talked about the cup or the thing?
Yeah, we talked about all this. We're done on that shelf. We're moving on up here. So on here, we have what I don't think a lot of people like, and that is the Lego brickheads. And I absolutely love these. They're like the Lego equivalent of a Funko Pop, and I think they're fantastic. I absolutely love them. They are one of my little guilty pleasures because, again, I think they're cute. I love the Buckbeak back there. I think he is spectacular. I love the Dementor and the Patronus. But then beside those, you've got the actual Doe Patronus, and you've got the Wolf Patronus, which I thought those were fantastic. I don't know if they'll ever do any more of those or not, but I thought they were fantastic because it was genius that they did a 2-in-1 because they made you buy a second one if you wanted both, which I did.
There's a detail on the Harry Potter with the blue thing around it. You see on his shirt is a stain of blood.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah, because he's like defending. He's trying to defend. He's talking about that one up there, and he's trying to defend Sirius while Sirius is getting hurt by. Well, he's already hurt from fighting with the wolf or the fighting with Remus, and then the Dementors coming after him. So, and then you've got these two here, which I absolutely love. I love doing little things with these two large Harry Potter Lego figures, and I honestly wish that they would do a couple more of these. I wish that they would give me a Dumbledore for sure. I would absolutely jump for joy if I saw a Dumbledore one of these come out, and you could give me a few more, but Dumbledore is the one I really, really want. Then over here, something we missed when we were doing the top view is this Azkaban prison sign that came from Zavi. And Zavi UK to be specific, because it sold out in the US. So, but such a high quality slate like tile. I mean, it is fantastic. And then moving on over here, we have got one of my favorite collections, and that is Popmart. Popmart has honestly moved into my number one slot. Just because I think that they come out with some of the most unique variations of the Harry Potter characters. I think they do a phenomenal job, and we will definitely be looking at multiple different collections of theirs as we go through. But they've given us plushies, they've given us large-scale figures, they've given us small little mystery box figures. They give you so much variety, and I think that they do a fantastic job rather than just giving you a Funko Pop and then a jumbo version and then a Bitty Pop version. That does nothing for me. I want some variety. I mean, so when they did the rock candy line, when they did the vinyl line, when they did the 5-star line, those I love, but they've stopped doing those. So they're really not doing anything else for those lines, and Popmart still is putting out varied different products, which I love. So back there is the complete collection of the first 3 mystery box sets of by Popmart, and along with the hidden characters. This is the hidden characters that were for each one, which this one is easily my favorite. Tom Riddle coming out of the journal with his spell is absolutely fantastic. And then you've got the Tom Riddle by Anesco.
I am Lord Voldemort.
Voldemort, yeah, which also lights up. I don't have it lit up now, but he lights up, and it looks fantastic when he's kind of writing that in the air.
Moving down, right?
Yep. And then moving down, go ahead.
Smaller shelf. Gryffindor.
Well, these are just two different lines. The front ones are a small one that's by Popmart. And you can see these are all super cute. They came with like little animals. They're all seated. Such a cute little take on all the different characters, even with Fluffy back there and Dobby.
Yeah, where's Hagrid with Fluffy? Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, there's no Hagrid. There's no Hagrid with that one.
I see with
Buckbeak. Why wouldn't he be with Buckbeak?
He should have been with two because
Fang.
Fang.
Yeah, Fang is his dog, but I absolutely love him with that Buckbeak. That Buckbeak is adorable.
My favorite animal is this one, the Hedwig.
Hedwig, of course, yeah, but I love the Voldemort. The Voldemort with the little snake coiling around his cape back there. That is so cute. And then back there is the Funko Rock Candy line, which I think is spectacular. I wish they would have given us a lot more of those, but unfortunately we only got 2 releases. Then moving on down is our handmade by robots line in the back there, that little crocheted kind of looking knit figures.
They're not actually crocheted.
No, but they look like it, which I absolutely love. I think that's something new and kind of unique, and I really like those a lot. But they're really slow at releasing new ones. So they're supposed to have a few more coming out this year. I think McGonagall's one of them. I can't remember who else. But I'm very excited for those because I definitely would like to have some new ones in there.
I can name every one.
Okay.
Of these.
1 second. And then down here you've got Ron riding the chess piece, and Hagrid in the pumpkin patch. Both of those are by Iron Studios.
And just the chess piece.
Yep, and then that little chess piece there came from the Wizarding Trunk.
You know what's different? Look, you see how that's a square and this one is a
it's like an octagon almost, like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's different, but but again, still fantastic pieces.
So, Ron Weasley. Hermione Granger?
Yes, or like you like to call it earlier, Henry Ganager. he was trying to read a box. He said Henry Ganager.
No, Henry Movin Granger.
Okay, whatever it was. It was so hysterical.
Why does she not have brown hair?
That is a good question. Her hair is definitely off on that one, right? Should be darker.
So, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, Hedwig, Luna, these animals.
Thestral. I knew that was going to get you.
Thestral. Lucius Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy, I meant. And then Professor Snape. Voldemort.
Yep.
Dumbledore. Hagrid.
Yep.
Wait, I know this one.
Just said it.
What? Don't say it.
Starts with a B.
Buck. No, Buckbeak.
Buckbeak, that's right.
And then Dobby.
And Dobby, that is correct. Then we're going to move on down here. And we've got some keys that I added a few other items with each one that kind of goes along with it. So in the back, you've got the Dementor key, or the Prisoner of Azkaban key, and then you've got Azkaban Prison in the front, and then a Dementor that came from the Wizarding Trunk. This is another of these custom pieces that came from Wizard Alley. And then you've got the Dolores Umbridge key with her little cursed quill there, which is absolutely probably one of the darkest items in my collection.
Hey, Dad.
And then you've got the Luna Lovegood key, and we've got her little shoes that came from, I think that was the Wizarding Trunk, and the this particular piece here came from, it's part of the Perpetual Calendar, from the Bradford Exchange. That's only one of the few that I've got because they let me keep that one for free. And then you've got the Divination key back there, which is a spectacular key by Litjoy, and the Divination orb that came from the Noble Collection. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. We're moving down, right?
Yep, moving down to the next shelf.
I'm gonna start this one off.
Okay.
So, the two telephones are literally in front of each other.
One
I like
is
how one can open.
yeah. The one in the back came from the Wizarding Trunk, which is a great piece, and then the other one in the front was part of the Lego set for the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah. So you remember back at this shelf, you at one scene they were in the house and they went and threw green stuff and then the
flue powder.
Yeah, and then they teleported to that place.
Well, no, they teleported to Diagon Alley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's another scene, where they come to this place, but that's not in that particular scene you're talking about.
A long time ago. I want the telephones at Harry Potter, Universal.
Yeah.
To be an elevator down to a shop.
Yeah, no, that would be fantastic. And they actually did that. There's a gentleman by JL Bricks that has a set. You can buy 2 of these, and then he has a list of additional pieces and building instructions to make a far better version of the Ministry of Magic that actually has an elevator that lowers down into it. How cool is that?
Is it powered by a motor?
Yeah. I think it is motorized, which will go down.
And
but then you've got back there, you've got the Ministry of Magic keys. Yep. And then this particular little statue here, which is supposed to represent the statue in the Ministry of Magic, came from the Wizarding Trunk.
But is that the half human, half horse is called a
centaur?
Yeah, centaur.
Yep. You've got the Ministry of Magic stamp there, wax seal stamp. You've got the coin for flue powder travel. And then the magical enforcement badge there, which those came from the Wizarding Trunk. Absolutely love those. And then my all-time favorites, Funko.
And his favorite.
Yeah, my favorite Funko of all time, which is this large Dumbledore with Fawkes on his hand. And then you've got Voldemort over here with Nagini. So,
start at the bottom.
Yep, moving on over.
Okay. Oh, we're all the way over here. Oh, this is... Okay. So, first we have to start with the keys.
The keys, for sure we do. And these are some spectacular Wizarding Trunk keys. I am in desperate need of going out and starting to track down all the other ones that I'm missing, but there is so many of them, and there are so many items that are coming out this year that I've put that on the back burner, but that will be something I'm going to end up having to do soon. Then you've got the
Lego books.
Yeah, the Lego books for all the different classes over there.
So this one is potions.
Yep, potions.
That one's
think
spells.
You've got spells. Great.
That one is.
I think that's defense against the dark arts.
Yeah.
Actually, nope. The bottom one's defense against the dark arts. I don't know what the other two are, honestly. Divination's the purple one, and then I think the other one is transfiguration.
Yeah.
So there you go. So there we go.
Okay.
Then you've got the Mina Lima books, which are absolutely spectacular, and I cannot wait till they come out with the next one, which will be the Goblet of Fire, my favorite, which is a topic of severe debate with a lot of people.
We have year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and then those are the books. And then we have 3 pop-out books. Actually, no, 4 counting the
so we've got the illustrated versions here, years 1 through 5. And those are absolutely beautiful. And unfortunately, the last ones that are going to be done by by Jim Kay, the year 6 and 7, are going to be done by a different artist, which I'm sure they'll still be amazing. But I can't wait for those to come out to complete that collection.
And then
you've got the Magic of Mina Lima book right here, which is a fantastic ad. The Defense Against the Dark, or Defense of Magic, which is a faux book, but looks absolutely spectacular. That came from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the Character Encyclopedia for Lego right there, which is great. The Harry Potter World of Stickers book, which is a must-have. There are some of the most phenomenal stickers in that book.
Wait, what? That's a sticker book?
All filled with stickers. You've seen that book. We've talked about that. Mom got me that for Christmas.
Wait, can I see it
then? And then we've got the pop-up books over here, which are fantastic. Great for kids and adults because it is unbelievable what they do with actual pop-ups in that book, and all three of those. Then moving up, we've got our Sirius Black shelf, and you've got, and I kind of made it into a Sirius Black / Night Bus shelf, because you've got the head from the Night Bus there, and the Night Bus key over there, and then you got the Lego Night Bus, which is another one I need to add lights to here one of these days.
What's that right there?
I'll get to that. And then you've got the Grimald Place Lego set, which is absolutely spectacular, and also need to add lights to that one. And then you've got the Veil, is what that's called. And remember when Bellatrix Lestrange kills Sirius Black, he slips through the veil to the other side.
I did. You remember when, you remember that one actually splits apart? It makes two more buildings.
Well, no, that is split apart.
What?
Yeah, it goes together so that you can't see the gray in the middle. So that Lego set. Then you've got one of my favorite LitJoy keys, and that is the House of Black key, which has the creature will actually pop out. You can see him kind of just sneaking over there. You see him in the window there now. Creature in the window. You've got the Black Family Tapestry, the Order of the Phoenix. I mean, it's such an amazing key.
That's a good detail.
Yeah, I know. And then you got Sirius Black by Anesco over here. Again, another great version of him. So much better than the Golden Trio versions that I have.
He's holding Scabbers, but he's not actually. Scabbers was actually not Scabbers, right?
Right. He's the Peter Pettigrew. So then we come to the three shelves that have another fantastic collection, and that is the Eagle Moss Hero Collectors collection in the background there. And I absolutely love those. I had a gentleman who was fantastic and crucial for me helping to complete that collection. Ian, thank you. Ian has oddly fallen off the map. I have not been able to reach him for almost a year now, and it's just sad because he was a fantastic individual who helped me get many great pieces for my collection. So in the back, again, you've got the Hero Collectors edition in the back by Eagle Moss. We've got Dumbledore with Fawkes the Phoenix by Anesco, which is a phenomenal piece. You've got the Wands Up ball that came from LitJoy, which is fantastic. That lights up and changes colors. It is one of the
best ones you have.
One of the most fantastic pieces I've ever gotten from a subscription box. Then you've got the Crystal Goblet, along with the fake the duplicate locket there, which has the letter inside, which is such a phenomenal touch. And we're going to move on up to the next shelf.
Is that what Dumbledore drinks, that blue stuff?
That is correct, that water, that yucky water. So we've got the continuation of the Eagle Moss collection in the background there. And again, those pieces, guys, are so spectacular. They really are just little and detailed, so well done. There are a few stinkers in that collection, but all in all, that is an amazing collection. And on a side note, I've said this before, but I've just started getting, in fact, there should be here today, the first pieces to the De Agostini collection, which has far more characters than this and has some great variations for these characters. So very excited to get that collection started. Then over here we've got the basically the Malfoy Manor key, which is absolutely fantastic. Or maybe this is just the Lucius Malfoy key, because you've got the wand with the snake coiling around it, his Death Eater mask, and the Malfoy Manor kind of over there, which is fantastic key by LitJoy. You just literally can't go wrong with their keys. You've got the Lucius Malfoy letter opener over here, which is like his wand coming out of his cane, which is fantastic. And then you've got the Lucius Malfoy by Anesco, where he's got his wand pulled from his cane back there in his other hand. And then you've got Dobby kind of cowering at his side, which is a fantastic piece. Moving on up, we have got the last of the Eagle Moss Hero Collectors edition. And such another great grouping of pieces. The Harry Harry 2, and Harry 3, the least favorite ones of this entire collection. I don't know why the primary character, they did such a poor job on his paintwork, but they are definitely not the greatest. But all of the other ones up there are spectacular. And then you've got the Hallmark ornament of the Sorting Hat that this one actually talks. And then you've got the McGonagall statue by Anesco, and this is absolutely fantastic. The detail that they do of like adding the names to her list there, giving her the sorting hat in her hand. I mean, this is honestly my favorite McGonagall, and that even includes the Gentle Giant version. So I mean, that says a lot. I mean, but this one is so spot on. It is spectacular. One of my favorite McGonagall pieces easily from any of the ones I've seen. The detail in her robes, I mean, it is just spectacular. Then I've got this little paperweight of the Sorting Hat, and I believe that came from BAM, Books A Million, but I think they go by BAM now, so which is spectacular. And then I forgot to mention this little tiny metallic McGonagall here that is part of the, I can't remember what set that comes from, but spectacular. Well, then moving on over, we've got, this was one of my projects, and that I got done this year. I don't know if you guys remember, so last year we had 4 projects. My projects were, I wanted to get the crest done, I wanted to get the back wall finished, I wanted to do a display for the keys, and I wanted to redo this display here. So I got most of that stuff done, but obviously I decided to display the keys separately rather than together. Maybe I'll change that down the road, but for right now I really like how they are put together. And then, go right ahead, bud.
You see that beetle right there?
Yeah.
That is not in the movies, but it's in the book.
So he's talking about this down here. So here's my desk set up, and we'll start down here. So we've got the skull that I got from the Universal. You've got the hourglass there that I also got from Universal. Oddly enough, not from Harry Potter, but it just seemed like it fit so well with Harry Potter that I got it to add to the collection. I got that hand, I think from the IKEA, and then that candle, the spine candle holder, came from the I believe that came from Litjoy. Yeah, I think that's where I got it from.
Instead of Ninja Turtle, it's like Beetle Turtle.
Yeah, the beetle, which does look a lot like a Ninja Turtle, came from the Wizarding Trunk, and that is definitely something from the books, which I haven't gotten to that part. I am so dropping the ball on that project. I still need to finish the books because I have not done it. And then this was a gift with purchase that I missed and ended up having to pay quite a bit more for, but so totally worth it because the Monster Book of Monsters is fantastic. Then if you slide over here real quick, you can see and they should be more prominently displayed because they're spectacular, because the Hogwarts entrance bookends are phenomenal. And then you've got the Gryffindor edition books, which are in red and black, which are fantastic, but not even close to the amazing Slovak edition of the books, which have the best artwork of any of the books. That is the case that the entire set came in. And then here's some more of those books. And then the rest of the Gryffindor edition. And then you've got my Sword of Gryffindor letter opener here. And then this candle I believe this was a Charmed Aroma one that lights up and has like almost like a snow globe in the middle as well. That was a gift from my wife, which is fantastic.
And I know what it was from.
What's that?
Valentine's Day.
That did come from Valentine's Day. You're absolutely right.
This one came from Father's Day. Before you go up there.
Yeah.
Can I turn on the candle?
Do you know how to do it? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, I'm just making sure you didn't think it was part of the. the actual thing. So yeah, so there you go. We got the candle all lit up, looking spooky. So, and this is my workstation. This is where I do both business and channel work from. So it keeps me busy. Spend a lot of time here. So then we move on up, and we've got Funko, and more Funko. So you've got all the different. I think now I have the complete minis, the little pocket pops that come in the advent calendars. That is also all of the deluxe moments there. All of the different characters and the little buildings that are attached, and then you've got the original platform 9 3/4 with Harry, and the train pieces that are spectacular that come with Harry, Hermione, and Ron. And then this particular little crest was a free gift that somebody included with something I purchased off of eBay, which without the lights on, you can't appreciate it, but there's actually color in there with each one of the different houses, which is spectacular. It looks really cute when it's lit. And then I had one other. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting my family and how much they like to mock and poke fun at me, because there is the Potter Addict Funko, right? Potter Addict Funko. And yes, that's right. What did they give me? Oh yes, they gave me a Slytherin shirt and a Slytherin mascot and a wand. I mean, how insulting must you be to to a Gryffindor by, just doing that? But that's my family. I love them, and they love to torment me. And moving on over, we have got probably one of my favorite views in the entire room, with the exception of my crest, now that it's done, is the completely lit up Diagon Alley with Gringotts and everything else. I absolutely love the way this set turned out with the waterfall all lit up and everything. And if you look back there in the back, that is the actual gift with purchase. That was the additional vault for this set. And then you've got, honestly, one of the greatest ads that I never expected my wife to do, and that is the head goblin from the Gringotts. I love that, and the way she gave that to me was spectacular. And then you've got another magical creature, the Ukrainian Ironbelly here from the Noble Collection, and then this spectacular piece, the Gringotts Vault, that is from, I believe that came from Inside Editions. Such a spectacular piece. Absolutely love that. That's a bank as well. And then you've got Diagon Alley. And Diagon Alley looks absolutely amazing. I love the way this one turned out. The fire-breathing dragon up there and everything. I love all the lights. I like the people. I used to display these without any minifigures included, and I honestly think that it left the set looking kind of just plain. It brings it to life, having all the different characters kind of staged and doing things and kind of moving throughout. I absolutely love that. So fantastic piece. I know that they've started doing some of the smaller scale versions of Diagon Alley, but I really hope that they give us maybe a few more pieces for this particular set so that they can snap in and extend on Diagon Alley, because this is fantastic. Then down here we have got the Bitty Pops, and these Bitty Pops were something that my wife gave me, and I said I was never going to collect them. But then Funko decided to release and it's still coming, I don't know when, I don't have a release date, but a display shelf for them that is Hogwarts Castle, and it's going to come with 2 exclusives of Dumbledore and Luna, which obviously I have to have. So then what does that mean? Yes, I need the rest of the collection, so that video's coming soon. I bought the rest to add. Then moving on over, we have got the Hungarian Horntail right? Part of the Magical Creatures collection from Noble Collection. And then one of the most spectacular pieces, and that is Harry riding on Buckbeak. And this corner is not lit up well enough, but that piece underneath the water, when there is light behind it, looks absolutely spectacular. This is just, again, I mean, Iron Studios is my current favorite producer of all things Harry Potter. I think what they put out is spectacular, and I have everything with the exception of Hermione doing her potion on the bathroom floor and the Dementor statues, which those will be added, I promise. And then you've got the Funko version of Harry riding on Buckbeak with the world's tiniest wings for any Buckbeak that you've ever seen, which I don't know why they made those so small, but it's still cute. And then back there in the back is our spell board, and that is all the different spells my son did when we were at the Wizarding World with the coins for each one. We've got that back there. It should be more prominently displayed, but for right now, that's where it's at. And then we're gonna move back on over here and start working our way down the shelves again. So this shelf, basically in the back, we've got a couple different collections. The top row are the Minico line by Iron Studios. And if by any chance anybody from Iron Studios ever watches this, I really love the Minico line, but I wish that you'd do more than just the Golden Trio. I've seen some of the statues you've done for the other line, and for other fandoms, you know, Marvel and I mean, Game of Thrones, other ones, and you do some absolutely spectacular ones. So I wish you'd branch out on that Minico line and give us other characters. I would buy every single one. I just need you guys to start delivering. And then back there is the Quantum Mechanics line, which I think has now been folded. I don't think they're doing any more. They did have two more, another Hermione and another Ron that they were going to come out, or a first Ron that they were going to come out with, but they've since dropped off the map, so I don't think they're in business anymore. And then this particular line here is also by Minico, and you've got Harry riding on Buckbeak, which is spectacular because I love that they give the little mini castle down here. I mean, that is phenomenal. And then I love the Harry catching the golden snitch as he's, you know, flying away from the Quidditch pitch. Spectacular. And then you've got Snape, again, Iron Studios. Phenomenal. The deluxe Snape with all of his potions and his pot and his mortar and pestle. I mean, it's just fantastic. Love that. And then you've got a couple of pieces from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the Final Memory Vial. You've got the Doe Patronus, and then you've got the key from Litjoy, the potions key. And it just occurred to me that earlier I called the Lego Patronus the Doe when I meant to say stag. So I know one of you guys will probably try and correct me in the comments below if I don't mention that now. So then we move down here, and we have got once again one of my favorites, and that is the Popmart line. So you've got the Popmart line. Yeah.
Remember when you had 2 boxes and you did get the rare one? But on the third one, I was in the video, and you got the rare one.
I've opened far more than 2 boxes, my friend. I have opened 6 boxes from Popmart, and you were the only one that's ever pulled the rare figure. So I have never been able to pull. In fact, I didn't actually think that it was done. I thought it was a scam. I didn't think that you could find a rare in any of the boxes. And then, of course, he proves me wrong with the first box that he opens, because he was able to pull the rare for, I think it was this one, right? You got...
No, that's the first one.
Yeah, you got that one. He was the rare, and Ceircin pulled him for this particular line, and I want to say that this was the Prisoner of Azkaban box in the back. So, which the next one they're coming out with is the Goblet of Fire. There has been no announcement of that or release date yet, but I cannot tell you how excited I am for that, because I need it bad. And then this one was the Heading to Hogwarts set, which was something new that they've never done before because they gave the little train cars for them to sit in. And they actually, if you bought the whole box, you got the whole set because this particular piece was the extra. There was a ticket, a golden ticket in there that you redeemed by basically emailing them with the ticket and the number and everything, and they gave you the Hogwarts Express. Moving on down. Oh, I forgot to mention Remus. How could I forget Remus? Because that is such a great Remus Lupin. Yes, him standing by his record player with wand out. Fantastic by Anesco. And moving down here, I think we'll start in the front this time, and we'll talk about the Hagrid. Hagrid by Anesco, one of the first Anescos that I added to my collection. He is spectacular there, touching Norbert. Looks fantastic. Then you've got a little birthday cake box there that was given. Yep. It says Happy Birthday Harry, but it's spelled his way because he didn't have the best education, I guess.
You just need to erase the
E's. Yeah, but that's how he spelled it. So, but that's the cake for Harry, and that was a free gift. And then I got Hagrid's goggles there for when he's riding his motorbike. And then we're going to snap back to the back there, and that is a couple different lines by Funko. The top one is not many people's favorite line. It's called the vinyl line. I absolutely love them though because they just look so cartoony. They remind me of a show that my kids used to watch called something's House of Imaginary Creatures, and I can't remember the 100% what the name of the show was because it's been so long, but I love those. I think they're great. These are also part of that line, and so is the Hagrid over here. Fantastic. And then the other line underneath it is the 5-star line, and that is again by Funko, and that's who Dumbledore is a part of, is that. So those are all the complete collection for both of those lines. You will never see any more of those because they're not doing any more 5-star or vinyls, which is disappointing because I would have loved to have seen maybe a few more different characters in both of those lines. Yeah.
You see how Hagrid is his normal size. Inherent him. Look at their hair.
Oh, I know. They've got big hair and big heads on that line, but I love them. I just love how different they look. So then moving on down to the next one, we have got another collection by Popmart, and this was called what is it? I don't know what they're called. Wizard Dynasty? Yeah, Wizard Dynasty. I knew it would come to me. The Wizard Dynasty collection, and you've got Hermione, Harry, Ron, you've got Fred and George, Draco, and Snape. Honestly, I know that there's a lot of people that aren't a fan of this collection because they kind of have like a more of an adult and anime look to them, but I absolutely love them. I think they're really, really cool looking, and I would love to see what they do with an actual Albus Dumbledore from this series. They did a Dumbledore from like the Fantastic Beasts, but I want to see an older Dumbledore. My Dumbledore, not the young guy from the Fantastic Beast ones. And then you've got Draco from Anesco here, riding his broom, holding Neville's Remembrall. So absolutely love it. And then I put the Remembrall right there next to it, which came from Litjoy, I believe. And then moving down, you've got one of my disjointed shelves, and I'm not happy with this shelf, but it's a work in progress. A lot of different pieces on here, but essentially you've got I've got like a Honeydukes theme and a 3 Broomsticks theme over here, right? So over here you've got the Honeydukes by Lego. I've got a cup back there that's from Litjoy, about for sweets and treats, filled with the minifigures from Lego. I've got the Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Bean. Those are actual jelly beans in there. That came from Universal. Then I've got the Hallmark ornament of Honeydukes back there. This particular cake came from a Wizarding Trunk box. Then you've got the chocolate frog and his box. I think that was a Noble Collections one. Butterbeer candies, which that's an empty tin because those candies were absolutely delicious. Thank you, McDorks. And then the Wizard Wheezes key, or I'm sorry, not the Wizard Wheezes, but the Honeydukes key back there that came from the Wizarding Trunk.
I thought we already had a Honeydukes key. You have two?
Yeah, well, yeah, because one came from Litjoy and one came from the Wizarding Trunk.
And then we have some Hog Beast.
Yeah, so you've got the Hog's Head collection that comes from the Wizarding Trunk. So you've got the teaspoons there. You've got the cream pourer and the sugar bowl. You've got the place setting, like the place mat there, or the towel. And then you've got the butterbeer candle, which came from the Litjoy. And then over here, you've got the 3 broomsticks Hallmark ornament and the 3 broomsticks Lego version. I am going to completely redo this shelf. It bothers me standing here talking about this with you guys. I don't like the way that this shelf is laid out at all. So it's definitely something I just don't like it. It's not organized. It doesn't look good. I want to do something with, once I add lights to the Lego sets, that make them stand out a little bit more as well. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to redo it. Yeah, we are.
But Dad, can we show them what this thing does?
So this shelf is yet another shelf that is disjointed, and it's honestly it's a staging area right now because I have nowhere to put these, and I'm not 100% sure how I want to display them. So I've got so many different things. I've got an amazing Rita Skeeta key from from Litjoy. I've got the Wizard Wheezes ornament by Hallmark. I've got the Wizard Wheezes key here by the Wizarding Trunk. I've got this cauldron cup that came from the Wizarding Trunk. I've got these amazing pieces, which honestly, I mean, I'm offended that I've got them just kind of crammed in a corner, all kind of hidden. But you've got Mad Eye Moody, who's one of my favorite characters. That's his figure by Star Ace, and the little components that come with him, his walking stick and his flask are spectacular. His moving eye, it's just such a top-notch figure. And then there's his memory flask from the Noble Collection, which is a fantastic piece. Do not overpay for it, though, because it is plastic. It is a cheap plastic, but it looks fantastic. But just don't feel like you need to overpay for it. They're out there, and it's not something you should overpay for. Then you've got the I can't remember what that one's called. It's like the distraction thing that Harry throws out so that he can like sneak into Dolores Umbridge's office. Then you've got the Okami egg down there from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the Saint. Oh, what is it? Saint. I can't remember off the top of my head. The key for the healers that came from the Wizarding Trunk. Another great one. Here's a couple potions that are from the Wizarding Wheezes. Love those. You've got the Night Bus print that came with the latest edition from Mina Lima. Here is the shears and the tape measure that were part of the Wizarding Trunk box. I've got the little actually it's not a chocolate frog, that's Trevor the Toad back there, but he's sitting on top of the chocolate frog box it's like a purse that came from Litjoy. We've got a candle, a 3-tiered candle that's back right there. That was a gift from my wife with 3 different scents that are all Honeydukes related, which smell wonderful.
And what's the bus called?
The Night Bus. Yep.
The Night Bus.
Yep. And then you've got the Deathly Hallows scene on the bookends here. That these are like a wrought iron that is absolutely spectacular. And then like a Bertie Bott's container there that I think came from Litjoy as well. So moving on up, we have got another line that I really wish they would have done more with, and that is the fig pin line for Harry Potter. These are like pins, but I think there's a game because there's point values associated that you can play with these. I'm not 100% sure. I've never really looked into it, and the only reason I didn't look into it is because they discontinued it. So the only ones that they made for this were Harry, Hermione, and Ron, and then they did a little Hedwig, and then this amazing, absolutely glorious version of Hedwig that looks spectacular, him standing on those books. This was the reason I got the other ones, because again, I wanted to complete the collection, but this one was a must-have. I had to have that one when I saw it. Then you've got the different Hagrids, all by Funko, which will be out of the box this year, along with Madame Maxime coming out. Don't worry, guys and gals, you will be out of the box this year. And then the Thestral Carriage by Lego. So I've got something in plans for that one because it's kind of just plain and blah to me just by itself, but I've got something coming that will be amazing. And then I've got a couple wands that came from the Wizarding Trunk that are not being properly presented, represented back there, which we'll get those out of the box here, but I needed to leave some space in my cabinet for a couple other things I'm going to add. And moving on up, we have got the larger jumbo Funkos. We've got the large Hedwig and Dobby, and then the massive, supersized 18-inch, the only one they ever did, of Harry Potter with Hedwig on his arm. And then back here we've got an item that came from Litjoy. It was this little, like I don't know, like a little container for like the Yule Ball. It's just kind of hiding back there, guys. I've come to the conclusion that I don't need to collect everything, and some of this stuff is probably going to end up going away. I will probably just do a giveaway. I don't feel like selling the stuff makes a whole lot of sense. I'll probably do a giveaway sometime, maybe in year 3. So keep an eye out for that. I'll probably have a couple different packages and stuff like that. I haven't figured it out. It's just something I'm thinking about. But then moving on up here, we've got 2 different collections, one of which is kind of heartbreaking because the one in the back is a line called Q Posket. And it's really hard to appreciate all of them because the light doesn't kind of stretch over into the corners, but it's a great line of figures. I really like what they did. They gave us Ron, Hermione, and Draco, Fred and George, and a Snape. Those seem to be real popular versions to always go to, but that's it. They're not going to do any more of those, which is heartbreaking because I would love to see some additional characters for that line. Give me, obviously, always give me a Dumbledore. Give me a McGonagall. Give me some of the other characters, but no, you'll never see those because the line's been discontinued. And then up front, we've got another variation of a Popmart line, which I absolutely love these. I mean, these are actually some of my favorite ones that Popmart's given us so far. I love these. I loved, Hagrid on the motorbike. I love the Phoenix wrapping around Dumbledore. I love Harry with his Patronus, Snape with his spell, Voldemort, casting his spell. I mean, fantastic, guys. Such great pieces. And then moving on up here, we have got a couple different lines as well. One of which is my newest addiction, and that is the magical capsules by Yumi. I mean, guys, those are fantastic. I love those. They may not be for everybody, but they are definitely for me. I love them. The little accessories that they give you with them and everything are spectacular. So there'll be more of those being opened soon, and I'll be sharing those with you. But then this particular line back here is from Hot Toys, and it's called the Cosby Collection. Don't ask me where these names come from, but that's what it is. That's a complete collection. I'm not sure if they're going to put out any more of those, but that's everything that they've put out to date. And then you've got Funko's version of the dragon, emerging from Gringotts with Harry, Hermione, and Ron on its back. And then you've got the Anesco Hermione Granger. And then right over here, you've got Hermione's bottomless bag. So I absolutely love that. It's a great little add. I think it's a must to have in your collection. And then moving on over here, yet another shelf that is a work in progress. This is my Dumbledore shelf. I mean, it's not great. It needs a lot of work. Like I said, I've kind of been moving things around, and the crest honestly has monopolized so much of my time that I've got a lot of stuff that I still need to do, and redoing some of these shelves is one of them. But you've got Dumbledore's knife back there. That's a Noble Collection item. You've got his pocket watch, which is a fantastic piece from the Wizarding Trunk. One of the die-cast Dumbledores there. You've got this one, which this is a heartbreaking piece because this was a new line by Bradford Exchange, and it was going to be a cast bronzed statue. And Snape and McGonagall were supposed to be next, and they stopped. But I'm happy that I at least got Dumbledore before they stopped. But this will be the only one from the Bradford Exchange. No McGonagall, no Snape. Then you've got sleeping Dumbledore back there on almost like a metal plate. And you've got his chocolate frog card back there, lenticular. You've got his Merlin's award from the Merlin Society for Dumbledore. That came from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got his pensive, which also came from the Wizarding Trunk. Fantastic piece. One of the best pieces I think the Wizarding Trunk's put out. And then you've got Dumbledore standing at his lectern from Funko, and Dumbledore standing at his lectern from Bradford Exchange, part of the perpetual calendar. Then you've got the Lego Phoenix, which is absolutely spectacular. You've got that print back there of Fawkes from the Wizarding Trunk, which is beautiful. And then that sticker, which also came from the Wizarding Trunk of Fawkes, that is spectacular. Moving on down, we have gotten, I think I lost my cohort. I didn't think that he'd last this long, honestly. I mean, it's been quite some time since we started this video, but I'm sure he'll pop back in before we're done. And you've got my Goblet of Fire shelf. And again, this one is kind of, I've got a lot of Goblet of Fire pieces, but it's not organized to my liking. This is going to be part of this year. I got to get a better order of things. But you've got the Lego scene from where they're at the Black Lake, which I absolutely love. You've got the Beauxbaton carriage, which I got another one of those that I'll be picking up because it comes with the Durmstrang ship, and I gotta have that Durmstrang ship, so we'll maybe keep that Durmstrang. We'll keep whichever one is better, in my opinion. So maybe the new one's better, maybe the old one's better. Whichever one is better will be kept, and then the other one will be probably part of the giveaway. And you've got that Grindylow back there, which came from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got a Grindylow, and speaking of Grindylows, oh, there he is. He's back. But you've got another Grindylow there that is part of the Magical Creatures collection. And then you've got the Beauxbaton key that came from the Litjoy Goblet of Fire book. You've got the Durmstrang key from Litjoy. You've got the original Triwizard Cup or I'm sorry, not the Triwizard Cup, the Goblet of Fire that came from Warner Brothers. I absolutely love that piece. There are a bunch of different versions of that out, but I love that one the most. And then you've got the Beauxbaton carriage in the little snow globe there that came from the Wizarding Trunk. The Champion badge, which came from the Wizarding Trunk. The Hungarian Horntail Lego version. Love it. And then the Golden Egg back there, which came from the Noble Collection. And then the Goblet of Fire. I'm sorry, keep getting them backwards. The Triwizard Cup, which is back there, which came from Universal, which also lights up, which is fantastic. Moving on down here, we have got my Hagrid shelf, and this is got some great items, but again, still not put together in any great way. You've got the Hagrid's Hut Funko with Fang. You've got the Hagrid's Hut from Hallmark ornament there. You've got the Hagrid's Hut mug, which came from the Wizarding Trunk, and then Hagrid's Lantern, which was a spectacular find, and I got such an amazing deal on that one. Then you've got Aragog right there from the Magical Creatures Noble Collection, And then this piece here, which is spectacular. Love it. This is what turned me on to quantum mechanics, honestly. I think they call it their Q Fig line. But I love this Hagrid on his motorbike with Harry. Spectacular. Then in the back, you've got Warp there, in the Forbidden Forest. And you've got Hagrid's hut, the original one that I think is better than the one they put out this year, but hey, to each his own. I love that. Need to get lights added to that. Moving on down, we have got this crazy shelf of potions, and I love this shelf. This is one of those shelves that I started to slowly kind of move and twist and put things together, and I think it is spectacular. I really like the way this thing came together, because you've got the Potions Master guidebook, the faux book back there from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the scales there from the Wizarding Trunk. I've got those potions, and most of these potions that you see, the ones that are just like spectacular and ornate, and I mean just really, really cool looking, those came from a company called Mad Dog Props. They're out of the UK, and honestly, they do potions related to like Harry Potter and potions in general that are spectacular. I mean, like, look at the display on that one, the Elixir of Life, in its box and everything. Spectacular. Then you've got the little mini moments potions classroom, and honestly, I really want the other figures that came with this. I'm missing Hermione, I'm missing Seamus Finnegan, I'm missing Tom Riddle, who else? Professor Slughorn. I really want those, but I don't want to buy all of the sets all over again and have an extra one of these completely just to get those figures. So one of these days I'll get those. And then down here, you've got my herbology shelf, and I've kind of reworked this one as well. It's okay. It's not spectacular right now, but it's definitely coming along. You've got the different pieces to the capsules for the potions. You've got the earmuffs, the bag, the apron. Those all came from actually, some of those came from the Wizarding Trunk, and some of those came from Litjoy. You've got the elixir, the growth elixir there, the mortar and pestle, the mushroom salt and pepper shaker, the book there for herbology. You've got the print back there for the herbology garden there. You've got the greenhouse. You've got the herbology key from Litjoy, which is spectacular. The Mimbulus Mimbletonia, which was from the Wizarding Trunk. You've got the Mandrake there, which is part of the Magical Creatures collection from the Noble collection. Then you've got the spoon or the shovels back there from the Wizarding Trunk, which are fantastic, with like the toadstool and the Mandrake. You got the herbology supplies water bottle. You got the herbology classrooms book by Lego, and then this mug, which came from the Wizarding Trunk, filled with more Lego minifigures. So yeah,
they're here.
Okay, well, we'll be done here in a few minutes, I'm sure. We're getting close, guys. So I appreciate you hanging in, because we come to a spot here which has an item that I completely left out last year, and I felt horrible because it's one of my favorite items. So over here we have got a bunch of different things, but we'll start at the top. We've got my pin board, and I've got pins on here from all over. I've got from the Wizarding Trunk, from Litjoy, from Universal, from a lot of different sources. But honestly, this is easily my favorite pin. I absolutely love this. This is the Three Brothers story in a pin, and it's spectacular. That one came from Mad Unicorn Pins, I believe the company's called. Then I've got my clock over here. I've got that was a gift from my wife. And then I got the Sword of Gryffindor here, which is from the Noble collection, and it is a spectacular piece. Absolutely love the detail in this one. So good. I got my lanyard from Universal with my anniversary pin on it. I got another lanyard from the Wizarding Trunk. I got the crest there for Slytherin that lights up that I did. That is a piece that I did, one of the first pieces I made actually for my collection. And then you've got the Mad-Eye Moody staff, which this is a pride and joy for my collection because honestly it is a very hard to come by piece because it's hard to find anybody who's willing to ship that. And again, that's another piece that I only have in my collection thanks to Ian from the UK who was willing to pick that up and lovingly package it and ship it to me. Spectacular. Then I've got Lucius Malfoy's wand there, his wand cane. I got the Cauldron Cake sign, which was a free gift from somebody on eBay. And then I've got all of the Funko Pop pins that are currently available. I love these. Again, this is one of those things that I don't think everybody collects, but I absolutely love them. Moving on over, I've got my newest bookshelf that we added just to make room for all of the Lego items that are coming out on June 1st. And for right now, you got no lights over here, right? None of the shelves have lights, but the only thing I've got over here is the giant, the Mega Voldemort by Eagle Moss. So very, very good. All right, so moving over here, we've got my other shelf, and I got some spectacular pieces up here. You've got Dumbledore Deluxe by Iron Studios, and that is an absolutely phenomenal piece. I've got the Lego microscale Hogwarts Castle, which is phenomenal. You've got the Gringotts Bank, which comes from Universal Studios, and then I've got the Gringotts Goblin there standing outside, which is fantastic. Thank you to the Wizarding Trunk, and some of the coins for Gringotts as well. Moving on down, we've got my guilty pleasure, and that is the Hallmark's Itty Bitty line, and I absolutely love these. I feel almost guilty to be an adult male and love those as much as I do, but they are adorable. I mean, how cute are all these? I mean, Snape in the Boggart, I mean, they're just adorable. So cute. I mean, Harry on the night bus. I mean, come on, Harry and Hagrid. I mean, that's just in his motorbike, spectacular. But then you've got Snape over here by Anesco, and then you've got the Privet Drive by Lego with the Ford Anglia, and then the Ford Anglia by Funko, and then over here you've got the Golden Trio by Iron Studios. So well done, so spectacular, phenomenal pieces. If I move down here, we've got some additional overflow items. You know, I've got my cauldron that I used in a bit. I've got some other Lego pieces. I've got that the full golden figure from that line that they did, where all the chocolate frog cards and all that. I've got the Gryffindor trunk. I got the Quidditch trunk. I've got the set there, which is, you know, Harry and Voldemort's standoff. And then I've got some miscellaneous stuff from the Wizarding Trunk down here, mostly the Wizarding Trunk down here, stuff that I need to do stuff with, but I haven't found a home for it yet, along with that box, which is spectacular, that my wife gave me, some Lego, miscellaneous Lego pieces. I mean, there's just a whole lot of stuff down there. And then that brings us to my favorite part, my absolute favorite part, and that is the Gentle Giant case. I mean, guys, if you follow me on social media anywhere, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, you guys know my love for Gentle Giant. I mean, these are without a doubt the most spectacular pieces in my collection. I mean, most of these are beyond phenomenal. The level of detail it's like plucking a character and miniaturizing them right from the movies. I mean, they are so well done, and I still have the entire collection with the exception of the Merperson and Grindylow combo. I mean, it's a frustrating battle to try and get a hold of that one, but someday I will find that one and I will add it, because it is my goal to complete that collection, and it will definitely happen. And then I don't want to forget my puzzles, the Hogwarts castle, the Gryffindor head, and then the cavern where they go, him and Harry and Dumbledore. So that one's from the Wizarding Trunk, and Lord knows one of the most infuriating puzzles I've ever assembled in my entire life. But guys, that is it. That is my entire collection, everything that I have for Harry Potter so far. It is taking me 5 years to collect all of this. I know that this is only my second year of doing a channel, but this has been going on for quite some time. This is not like I've did all this in 2 years. I mean, this is a lengthy process, and we've definitely made some amazing finds along the way. A couple things that I want to share with you is that we've got some great items that are coming up. I've got another Wizarding Trunk box. I've got Mega Harry Potter. I've got some more capsules, magical capsules. I've got some Bitty Pops. I've got magical moments, and I just captured the my number one item on my Grail list, and that is the Architect of Hogwarts. That's right, guys. That statue is coming. I cannot tell you enough how excited I am for that one. That will be coming really, really soon, and I will share that with you guys. But let's go back to the desk and close this out the right way. Well, guys, I hope that gave you everything that you wanted, because honestly, I mean, I don't know what else to do at this point. I've shown you everything I've got. There's so much more good stuff coming. I cannot wait to share all of that with you. But I want to let you guys know that I thank you for your support. You help make this a super magical, It's getting me choked up. I love sharing this with you, and most of all, I love doing it with Ceircin. I started this journey out on my own, and when he wanted to be included, it definitely made this something magical that I will cherish forever. So thank you. But it's been a long one, so if you've made it to this point and you haven't yet, please, guys, do me a favor. Do not forget to click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification. Give both of us a great big thumbs up. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram and TikTok too. Guys, magical, I'm not sure if it really truly describes this episode, because this was very magical for me, and I hope it was for you. So until next time, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.